Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Allison Fergit. One person is dead after a crash in the township of Lincoln Friday night. Authorities say a vehicle struck a power pole on Shawnsburg Road near Qualley Lane just after 6 p.m. When first responders arrived, they found the driver unresponsive and without a pulse. The person was taken to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries and later pronounced dead. The victim's name is not being shared publicly at this time. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating 2 deadly plane crashes just days apart. The first, a collision between an American Airlines plane and a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter in Washington, D.C. Wednesday night. The crash killed all 67 people on board. The second, a medevac jet crash in northeast Philadelphia Friday night, resulted in a fiery explosion and at least 1 death on the ground, with over a dozen injured.
It's working around the clock to keep people safe, to understand what happened.
The jet was carrying a pediatric patient and her mother returning to Mexico after treatment at Shriners Children's Hospital. The Democrats have a new leader. Ken Martin was elected chair of the Democratic National Committee, replacing Jamie Harrison. Ben Wickler, the chair of Wisconsin's Democratic Party, finished second in the race. Martin and Wickler pledged to focus on working-class voters, improve infrastructure, and strengthen anti-Trump efforts. Martin, the first white DNC chair since 2011, was endorsed by Marianne Williamson. Despite dissatisfaction with recent elections, few proposed major changes.
Although we haven't seen too much precipitation this evening, we have 2 concerns going overnight to tomorrow morning, and that is some wintry precipitation, but also some fog too in some areas too, as temperatures kind of rise up towards freezing or just above. So 2 concerns going on overnight. And right now we've just seen some light precipitation, but a lot of the radar looks more impressive than it is. But still, Preston area to I-90 have seen some light unknown precipitation. Northeast Iowa is starting to see it. You can see visibility there has come down to 3 or 4 miles. Fog potential is also there, but also we might see a little bit in the way of some precipitation. You see upper 20s to low 30s. We're going to continue to rise those very slowly overnight, but given that they're going to be right around freezing, depending on location, some of that drizzle in the morning or freezing drizzle could present an issue. And overall, that shows a lot of blue out there, but I think a lot of it also could be a little bit mixed. Visibility could drop as low as a ½ mile to a mile, depending on location. So we contend with fog all the way through tomorrow morning and also some drizzle. Eventually, that fog will begin to lift and clouds will become out to give you probably a record level temperature potentially on Groundhog Day for some locations. Unfortunately, we also got snow to deal with for Sunday night. We'll kind of break that down also a bit later in the broadcast.
Mix ahead of us for sure.
Yes.
Thanks, Greg. Amateur ice fishers got a chance to work on their skills today thanks to the Genoa National Fish Hatchery. Today, the hatchery hosted a kids ice fishing event at their Genoa site. Kids could learn ice fishing and safety tips from local experts. Families did not need to worry about equipment. The hatchery was able to provide what participants needed in order to have a successful day on the ice. The hatchery says events like this make ice fishing more accessible to everyone.
Just a chance to get people out of the house, outdoors. Maybe some folks that wouldn't normally go ice fishing, don't have the gear for it, will come to the hatchery.
Other local fisheries and groups teamed up to help sponsor the event. The hatchery estimates around 200 kids were out ice fishing today. The hatchery had a lunch ready for families once they were done fishing. That included hot dogs, hot chocolate, and other snacks. Today, skiers took to the sky. The annual ski tournament at the Snowflake Ski Jumping Complex continued with a junior competition. 22 kids from the Snowflake Ski Club participated, joined by teams from Eau Claire, Chicago, and Michigan. A total of 70 entries were recorded, with some young athletes jumping more than one hill. The junior ski coach says coaching the sport is rewarding.
My favorite part is being able to coach the kids and watching them grow as individuals, and they get better at ski jumping as the season goes on, and that's the most rewarding part about them skiing.
The Large Hill Ski Jumping Tournament was canceled today due to high winds, but is set to resume tomorrow morning. It's that time of year again when the Builders Association beats the winter blues with its annual Cabin Fever fundraiser. The event raises money for the Tools for Schools program, which helps provide local students with tools, scholarships, and education about careers in the building trades. The executive officer says the event is a way to come together.
It's a nice way for members, the public, anybody that wants to come just to have some fun, raise some money for this great program that we provide to the high schools.
Last year, they donated $18,000 worth of tools to area schools, and this year they're hoping to hit that goal again. High schoolers put their litigation skills to the test today. The La Crosse County Courthouse hosted a regional high school mock trial tournament. In mock trials, students are given a fictional case that they have to argue in front of a real judge. The students play different roles, with some serving as trial attorneys asking questions and others acting as witnesses. The tournament's regional director says mock trial is a great learning opportunity for students.
My favorite part is seeing the high schoolers compete and learn and sort of have the joy of competing with one another in a way that's friendly and I think encourages learning.
6 teams from 5 different schools competed today, and a number of local attorneys and judges volunteered their time in order to help the students prepare and compete today. Well, who says ice cream is just for dessert? A local spot turned breakfast into a sweet celebration. The Pearl Ice Cream Parlor and Confectionery hosted a fun Ice Cream for Breakfast Day event. The celebration featured a special breakfast menu, giveaways, and a raffle. A team lead says this day is about enjoying the sweet treats.
It's fun for us workers as well as all of our community members to come out and have an excuse to get some ice cream early in the morning.
Guests had the chance to win prizes, including gift cards and merchandise. Still to come, on the verge of a trade war, President Trump signed an executive order imposing stiff tariffs, and one country is already responding.
What do we got? 25 years old, single-family house with plastic signs and neglect.
We acted it up a few weeks back, making noise, and that was it. Not been this way.
Could have caught the warning sign sooner.
Should have called G&T, and this all would have been avoided.
I hear they're the best, Ricky.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Calling us before it's too late.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, where relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Hey, there's John McGivern.
You know John McGivern?
She sure does. What's up?
I'm trying to figure out which Medicare Advantage plan to choose.
That's easy. Network Health. They have plan options with a Part B premium give back. That's money back in your pocket. Dental and vision benefits, even plans with a $0 monthly premium.
That's what I've been telling her. I'm going to give them a call.
Call today, 833-7-NETWORK.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Tonight, Israel says Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will meet with President Trump at the White House on Tuesday. In the region today, another hostage released by Hamas, including an American Israeli held for 15 months. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer is in Tel Aviv.
Hugs don't come any tighter. Keith Siegel's daughters didn't look as if they'd ever let go. Earlier, they'd watched their dad being paraded onto a stage in Gaza City by Hamas before being handed over to the Red Cross. In Tel Aviv's Hostage Square, emotional Israelis watched his safe return. 2 more hostages were released today, too. Ofer Calderon, who was kidnapped from his kibbutz on October 7, 2023. The family that greeted him included 2 kids who knew firsthand what he'd just been through. They'd been hostages too, but were freed in the first exchange. Also released was Yarden Bibas, who was abducted from his kibbutz, along with his wife and baby boys. Hamas said an Israeli airstrike had killed them, though Israel says it has no proof. But for the Bibas family, it was a day of joy and of heartbreak. Palestinians too celebrated the return of loved ones from Israeli jails in the West Bank and in Gaza, where buses transported dozens of mostly men and boys who'd been rounded up but never charged by Israel. And in southern Gaza, a breakthrough as ambulances carrying sick children and wounded fighters were finally allowed out of the territory.
They were on their way to be treated in Egyptian hospitals, and they moved through the Rafah crossing, which has been closed since May. Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
President Donald Trump signed an order today imposing heavy tariffs on imports from Mexico, Canada, and China. The move is sparking quick retaliation from North American neighbors. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that starting Tuesday, Canada will impose duties on $30 billion worth of U.S. goods. That's including alcohol and fruit in response to Trump's tariffs.
The American tariffs. Our response will also be far-reaching and include everyday items such as American beer, wine, and bourbon, fruits and fruit juices, including orange juice.
Canada will place 25% tariffs on $155 billion in U.S. imports. Some employees at the Environmental Protection Agency may soon be looking for a new job. An email reveals that over 1,100 EPA workers with less than a year on the job could be fired for performance or disciplinary issues. The White House says workers in probationary periods at other agencies may face the same fate. Elon Musk, a Trump administration advisor, has prioritized eliminating underperforming employees. No comments have been made by the White House, EPA, or Office of Personnel Management. It's the start of February, so you know what that means. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Coming up, we'll tell you how much you can expect to spend for Sweethearts Day.
But first, we got Groundhog's Day coming up tomorrow. In fact, it might be record-setting with the temps we see in the afternoon. Unfortunately, we got snow coming right back quickly coming Sunday night. So we'll plan out how much snow we may get Sunday night going to Monday and what the temperatures look like going throughout next week. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like a free $15 gift card when you buy select Hill's Science Diet pet food. Save $6 on select Victor dog food. Plus, rewards members get free same-day delivery on pet orders of $49 or more.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to show you how easy it is to make a homemade pizza sauce and a meat topping using pizza pleasing and Italian pleasing. For the sauce, combine an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1½ teaspoons of pizza pleasing, 1 tablespoon Parmesan cheese, and simmer for 10 minutes. For the meat topping, brown a ½ pound of ground beef or pork with 1½ teaspoons of Italian pleasing. Be sure to get your pizza and Italian pleasings and 35 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. It's delicious.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Valentine's Day, we have something special for your sweetheart. Homemade goodness, hand-dipped chocolate-covered strawberries, cream cheese pie, heart-shaped cookies, specialty chocolates, candy bouquets, Verde sparkling wine, roses, for all your heart-shaped needs, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness, open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
People are expecting to shell out some big bucks this Valentine's Day. Shoppers are expected to spend an average of almost $190 for the Day of Love, up $3 from last year. Total spending is projected to reach a record $27.5 billion. The increase may be due to more people celebrating. Popular gifts include candy, flowers, greeting cards, and a night out. And while you will probably need a jacket for a night out tonight, tomorrow will be warm enough that some of us might be in t-shirts. Let's send it over to Greg for our forecast.
Well, certainly for those people that like the cold air like me, it's going to be warm tomorrow, but it's just not going to last too long. And depending on how cloud cover plays out, because some areas may keep that cloud cover going in the morning, even fog, it may keep the temperatures down. But if you get sun tomorrow afternoon, you're going to get in the 40s to potentially 52. So on Groundhog Day, that could be the warmest one in La Crosse. But we do have more snow ahead. That's the bigger story going Sunday night into Monday, especially the morning commute for some areas. We could have some significant snow with this event. It's going to be a narrow band, but where you get it, you get it quite a bit. Now, granted, with the record temperatures tomorrow, as I mentioned, 51 potentially at La Crosse. It is 51. That is the record. Probably unlikely for Eau Claire given more cloud cover up there, but still, if they do get some sun, it won't take much because temperatures are going to start off in the low to mid 30s already. So by the afternoon, it won't be too much. Here's the temperatures currently, and we are seeing them slowly creep up a little bit here and there. But as you notice, there's still some pockets under freezing. The radar doesn't pick up a lot of this light precipitation. It is very light, but it is going to spread across the area, and it is occurring somewhat places like Preston, towards Rochester. All these areas have seen some of this light precipitation. So we'll have to contend with that all night long. The temperatures will rise to by the morning hour. I think a lot of it will just be some drizzle. This area of blue really is probably pushing east, but even though it's not depicting anything going on, that drizzle is hard for the Sky Tracker to pick up on that. But look at the temperatures. 33 La Crosse will be right around freezing. Up north, Eau Claire 30, 27. So any type of precipitation could be freezing drizzle or drizzle we'll have to contend with. Now, we will see breaks in the clouds, but it won't be probably until the afternoon hours that we start seeing some clearing and for some areas. If you get some sun, we should be in the 40s, potentially low 50s. Cloud cover sticks around, will probably be more in the upper 30s near 40. So this could change quite a bit. As I told in the afternoon hours, now going into 9 p.m., we do have that next wave of precipitation coming, and this is just the first round of it. Between 9 and 11, we might see a little bit of snow begin to push east. That is just one round. Then we're going to see a band set up somewhere along I-94 throughout the nighttime, and where this sets up, this is not depicting it, that is where we could see precipitation really centered right in that area and get some significant snow through the morning commute and to about noon hour. South of the area, I think I-90 further south, less of a chance to see much in the way of snowfall. Now, speaking of snowfall, this is what we're kind of looking at right now. This band could be 2 to 4, 4 to 6, depending on where it sets up. Right now it says a range of 4 to 8, probably closer to the 4 to 5 range on that. But look how it really gets down to about nothing further south to go. So La Crosse up to about Black River, 1 to 2, 1 to 3. Then as you go further south towards Viroqua, Decorah, and all these areas in southwest Wisconsin, could be little or nothing, or even rainfall too, potentially given temperatures. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. If you got Monday morning traffic going on, something to keep in mind across this area going to Minneapolis too. I-94 could definitely be impacted by this. Pretty substantial. We haven't seen this amount of snow in quite a long time. High temperatures along with the snow will be up in the mid to upper 30s. Low 30s up to the north, so we will have some road improvements in the afternoon given our temperatures will be close or above freezing for most of the daytime, so that will help a little bit. As going into Tuesday, that we're going to get back to where we should be, and that is more in the 20s, even teens, so definitely going to be colder going into Tuesday, and the rest of the week for that matter, we're really going to be where we should be for the first week of February, and we have another snow chance coming in Wednesday night into early Thursday we'll have to keep an eye on. So enjoy the quiet conditions, more spring-like tomorrow because we're back to winter-like starting Sunday night and for the rest of next week, really. We're back to where we should be.
Not looking forward to that, but record highs potentially on Groundhog Days.
Get rid of the fog and clouds. It could be warm again. We don't have snow on the ground, so it doesn't take much to get temperatures up to that point.
Well, we're also seeing record high spending for Valentine's Day. I think February is a month of record highs. Yeah. All right, thank you, Greg. And coming up in sports, a big-time battle in the MVC. La Crosse Central hosting Onalaska in one of the best rivalries the area has to offer, and I can definitely attest to that. Cade is in next.
Your commute your lunchtime, your drive home. Is it going to be clear, rainy, or worse? Every morning, I'll let you know. We'll see you then.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, when you spend $4.99 or more, get an extra 7% off sale prices. Pay no interest for 1 year and pay nothing down, plus nothing for shipping on brands like Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. The Something for Nothing sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
As a teacher, I think it's important that students here in Wisconsin become proficient and ideally strong in math.
We need to keep teachers like you here. That's what motivated UW-Madison's Wisconsin Teacher Pledge program.
By covering the cost of tuition, the Teacher Pledge enables us to teach in areas and subjects where we're needed the most.
We're working to fill these gaps, and those who benefit are the youth of Wisconsin.
When we stay in Wisconsin to teach, that's a win for everyone.
One Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
We're cranking up the voltage, Wisconsin. Lottery retailers all around the state are lighting up with the latest limited time offer. It's Easy Match Mania. During the month of February, you have a 1 in 7 chance of winning a bonus $1 Megabucks ticket when you buy a $2 Megabucks with Easy Match ticket. This electric offer is only available for a limited time and only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
Purple days have come to Home Sleep Express. Right now, get up to $900 off Purple adjustable mattress sets and pay no interest for 5 years. Plus, get free white glove delivery. Stop the aches and pains on a Purple mattress from Home Sleep Express.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
We had a big-time matchup on the basketball court this afternoon. The Royal Boys basketball team is the top-ranked team in D5, still unbeaten on the year, and they were taking on 9th-ranked Blair Taylor in the Dells. Let's go to Just a Game Fieldhouse. Panthers up against the Wildcats. It was back and forth early on. Here's Carter Uppida, the senior, giving a little pump fake, lets it go from deep, nails it for 3 of his 18 points. Then on the other side, a response by Austin Thompson. We're knotted up at 19. But then Royal shows why they're #1 in D5. Cross-court pass to Trey Wilds. Puts up the triple, you bet. He's heating up. And some might say you need a heat check, but Wilds says, I'm on fire. Another 3. Panthers up 3. Then Royal putting on a show. Landon Lipke throws it down. The Royal fans loving it. Second half. And did you expect anything less? It's Wilds again from deep. Royal keeps the perfect season alive. They get the win 73-50. A big one over at Central High School tonight. The Riverhawks taking on the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Winner goes to the top of the MVC standings. Early on, it was Central taking control. Gave service to Derek Pangier. Gets the shooter's bounce. Riverhawks strike first. Onalaska getting things going. Brennan Chenault to Ian Cole off the glass for 2. Then it's Cole pulling up from 3. Money. Hilltoppers down just 1. Later, Frankie Wilk out to Anthony Jones. Nothing but net. Central goes up 7. And then it's Jones finding Gabe Service in the corner. That's cash. Central would lead by 15. Onalaska storming back in the second half. Noah Chenault in the corner. He connects, and then later Cole kicks it to Chenault. How about another one? He would have 17 on the night. Hilltoppers within 2. But Central would close it out. Jalen Calvert with the pump fake finishes at the rim. He would have 15 points, 12 rebounds as the Riverhawks take it 65-53, the final. To the mat, wrestlers in Cashton going at it early this morning for the annual Cashton Eagle Invite at 165 pounds. Holman's James Gonzalez locks up the cradle for the pin. Then up at 175, West Salem Bangor's Caden Langer turns his opponent over for the fall. How about Riley Dobson for Black River Falls, gets the headlock. The ref slaps the mat for another pin, and then Daniel Fells on the reversal at 190 pounds, setting himself up for the headlock to grab the fall. Glenwood City would be the top team scorer, Turtle Lake Clayton in second. NCAA basketball, Badgers on the road taking on Northwestern this afternoon. Badgers down for much of the first half, but John Tonje keeping them in it, knocks down the 3-ball, makes it a 2-point game. But the Wildcats would close the half strong. Jalen Leach using the screens, lets it fly, connects from deep. Northwestern led by 6 at the break, but the Badgers start to turn it on. Tonje drives, dumps it off to Carter Gilmore, who lays it in. We're tied at 48. Then with 6.5 to play, Tonje spins, finds Gilmore from Lake Michigan as he splashes it home. Gilmore would finish with a career-high 15 points, and then Tonje spin move, fade away. He'd lead the team with 27 as the Badgers close it out, 75-69 the final. Let's go to the Forum. Marquette hosting UConn in a top 25 matchup. Golden Eagles down 9 in the second half, and Solo Ball connects from deep. Huskies take a 12-point lead. Later, Marquette now down 14, but Chase Rosh, a huge shot here, cuts it to 11. Then Cam Jones starts to heat up. Right past the defense. Nice layup there. Golden Eagles cut it to single digits, but it was just UConn's night. Marquette playing tough defense. Shot clock winding down, but Alex Caravan doesn't care. Makes the shot anyway. UConn would run away with it, 77-69 the final. Marquette now 18-4 on the year. Viterbo men picking up a win over Trinity Christian, 77-64. La Crosse Central grad Colin Adams led the way with 15 points, while West Salem grad Carson Kepnick added 12. And on the women's side, Viterbo picks up a win there, 82-47. 16 different V-Hawks scoring a bucket in the win over the Trolls. In a tough one in Minnesota as the Timberwolves drop a game at home to the Wizards. Even with the win, Washington now is just 7 wins on the year, while Minnesota's 5-game win streak comes to an end. Now going back to that Central Onalaska game, just an awesome atmosphere. It's always great when those two teams get together, and I'm sure you've been around a couple of big ones.
I mean, if you can't tell by the colors I'm wearing or by my last name, I'm a huge Central fan, and every single time we play, no matter what's going on, it's always stressful. It's always a good game. It's always so fun. Everyone just comes playing with a different mentality, I think, for these games. You can tell the players are just up for it, no matter how good the teams are, no matter what, it's always going to be competitive. Crowd is always great energy, and I mean, 2 really great teams, obviously, every single year. So.
Awesome. We'll have more news after the break.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Your mom got a new tractor? Yep. Can't she see in the dark? Can do. Hook up all the implements? Can do. Steer with ease? Can do. Bale hay all day? Can do. Shift like a race car? Can do. I'm out of here.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, where relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I joke, my ears were her Valentine's gift a year ago. So something I'd been thinking about, and so Valentine's Day was coming around, and I spoke to Tom a couple times, but never made anything definite, and so I just kind of made the definite plan and made it happen. And glad I did. Wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he can actually participate in conversations now and not just shaking his head.
Better hearing is a better life.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Valentine's Day is 2 weeks away, and it has a lot of people thinking about love. In New York City, there's an effort underway for residents to showcase their love for the place they call home. John Diaz has more on love letters people are writing to the city.
It's a city like no other.
Dear New York.
And hundreds of New Yorkers are showing it the love they say it deserves, like Audrey Slacken.
Dear New York.
By writing it a love letter.
There's so much love in the city that we don't get to see on a day-to-day basis.
Her letter to the Big Apple, more of a thank you for introducing her to her boyfriend while she was working at a bakery.
He always says I came in for a croissant and came out with a girlfriend. But that feels very, very New York City, very quintessential rom-com, and I don't know that I could have had that story anywhere else.
And leaving the letter inside a special red mailbox at the bakery La Appartement 4F in downtown Brooklyn. The owner says she's honored to be one of the 13 locations selected as a drop-off spot because of its origin story.
Our bakery was built on a love story. I opened this spot with my husband, Gautier.
The founder of Pop-Up Florist, Kelsey Hayes, is spearheading the campaign Love Letters of New York City.
Handwritten letters are kind of a lost art form. I want to bring it back.
She says the letters are all anonymous and they don't need to be made out to New York. It could be for anyone. She's just looking to celebrate love in all its forms and the city's deep connections.
A lot of people have different experiences, and I really want that to come through in the letters. There's nothing like getting a love letter. There's nothing like getting a letter. There's nothing like getting a thank you card. So I think I really want people to be inspired by this, to actually just like get off your phone and write a love letter.
And in a city this big, love is all around. The proof is in their pens.
We'll have a final check on your forecast when we return.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like a free $15 Blaine's gift card when you spend $75 on Purina dog food, cat food, litter, and treats. Live your best lives together with quality nutrition and supplies from Purina.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Susan Crawford. She's the prosecutor who locked up violent criminals, the judge who's kept them off the street, and the leader who fought for abortion rights. On the Supreme Court, she'll look at the facts and uphold the law. Fair, impartial, common sense. That's Judge Susan Crawford.
For me, being a judge is really pretty simple. There's right and there's wrong, and I'll always do the right thing for Wisconsin.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to show you just how easy it is to make tacos and taco dip using Taco Pleasing. For the tacos, just brown 1 pound of ground meat with 4 teaspoons of Taco Pleasing. Add a half cup of water, simmer 15 minutes, spoon into a taco shell, and add your favorite garnish. For taco dip, blend cream cheese and a half cup of milk until smooth, then add 1 tablespoon of Taco Pleasing. Be sure to get your Taco Pleasing and 37 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Tacos.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Valentine's Day, we have something special for your sweetheart. Homemade goodness, hand-dipped chocolate-covered strawberries, cream cheese pie, heart-shaped cookies, specialty chocolates, candy bouquets, Verde sparkling wine, roses, for all your heart-shaped needs, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness, open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Senor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
We could see some freezing drizzle, some rain, even freezing fog overnight. Something to keep in mind for Sunday. Warm temps Sunday. We got some snow coming back Sunday night and Monday. That could impact some travel too.
I'll be trying to soak in the nice weather while it lasts. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.